See how much wax is like dripping? It is steady dripping. And like this is like a what? I think this is 10 ounces, so it's around here, and I think this is around like 7 or 6. Like, y'all see how much is dripping out of here? And I made 3 candles that are right here that y'all seen. I gotta clean some stuff up, trying to get the hang of this wonky scale. I need to get me a new scale, and which is gonna be in the works. It's gonna be coming, so I'm gonna be doing that soon and replacing this one. I have a kitchen scale, but I don't have a battery for it. And plus I can't get the back off of the battery anyway, so I may have to get a new scale anyway, so we'll see. But I'm trying to get my dad to open it and get a battery for it, so I don't have to buy a new one, but we'll see. And as you can see, it's still dripping, so I'm going to pour this back in there and then try to put another one up on here because I don't want to waste anything. So I'm probably not going to show y'all my face just yet because I look crazy. My hair looks crazy, but I left them in here. I just wanted to get some recordings of them being of me pouring in a box for my Instagram reels. This one is still liquidy, but it's crazy. I poured these better than I ever have, and I poured these in a box, and that was kind of difficult. So I still got these left because these 3 I have been just like where is it? There you go. Just reusing because I'm not finna waste perfectly good jars when I can just clean these out because it's not being sold. Just clean them and just reuse them, honestly, which I've been doing. I've tested a few fragrances with these already. They're still pretty warm. So I am testing Tonka and Oud. I am testing, what's the other one? Magnolia and Peony, in which I didn't really enjoy. It doesn't stink, it just reminds me of something, and I don't really care for that. Oh, and Toasted Coconut. So Toasted Coconut is another one that reminds me of an air freshener. When I had first got one of my cars, I used it as an air freshener, and it reminds me of that scent, in which it probably is that scent, honestly, but it's just the fact that it reminded me of that, and I smelled it a lot in my like past, so I kind of was turned off from it. But I use that one because I just want to add some more to the collection if I want to spend more and whatnot, because I'm gonna have to spend more. That's why I was gonna go with 3, but I really think that's disappointing in my opinion to go with 3. So but yeah, so I'm thinking about adding more than 3. I would be happy with that. It's just that I would have to spend more on 3 extra label designs and 3 extra fragrance oils. So yeah, and then also because I'm planning on going by just because I'm extra. I would have went by 24, but I'm planning on just going by like just a 12 pack to be cheaper about it, even though I do have a job now, thank God, because that would be more helpful. That would be helpful, and I can actually like do what I've been wanting to do. So I can go a little bit more bulk or just get a little bit extra, start out with a little bit more. But the fact that I only have like 9 right now, so this would be perfect, you know, like I can go, say even if I have like a 12 thing, I can go 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cent, or I can do 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cent, 4 cents. So I could do either 4 cents of 3 or 3 cents of 4. And that's my phone, because I need a new phone case, but I gotta go wait till I get paid first. So yeah, that's what's keep it going to the camera view. But yes, I could do that. So I can do, I'm extra, so that's how I am. I could go in 2s or whatever. And so yeah, but if I have 2 of these, then I can do like you know, the 4 of 3. No, that would be if I have 8 cents. Okay, so I could do 3 or 4 then, right? Yeah. So see, 3 or 4 cents. No, that doesn't work either. Because that would be, see, another one of that. So that would be like 8 cents, and that would be, yeah, because it doesn't work either way. I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to see. So I can see, because if I do 8 cents, not 6, be 1 cent here, 2 cent, and 3. So something could have to get split. I don't know. I had to see. I don't know just yet. But yeah, I wasn't finna waste brand new jars when I could just do 3 at a time, honestly. So, especially with me just having like just at that point trying to figure out my wick was gonna be. There was no point of having so many testers. I don't even know which wick works best first. And plus, you know, wicks can act differently with different fragrance oils anyway. So what's the point of either doing the different wicks or doing the same wicks and whatnot, and which one doesn't work? Y'all see, I poured it, I don't think I showed y'all, but I poured this back into here and it still is at the same spot. Like, that is crazy. And y'all, I think I cracked my phone. I hope not. I hope not, because it fell flat on his face and I don't have my carpet in here anymore. You know, let me see, but I'll pour this back in there before it solidifies, because it's still doing it. I turned everything off and it's still leaking. That's crazy. So I'm gonna pour this back in there. As you can see, it's still very well not solidified yet, even though I turned everything off. So I'm going to, I need both hands for this because I don't want to make too much of a mess. So I guess I can scoot it. Well, let's do it like this. Just scoot it right there. So I catch it right there for right now, and then I'll pour it in. And as you can see, some of it is still like, you know, caked up in there. But we can do it like that, and boom. I'm letting these sit for a little bit. It's been like an hour afterwards, and they have fully solidified. They are cool with still a bit of a warm touch to them, but they are fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove these and trim these for a reel, and I'm gonna put that in here, of course, so you know it's gonna, you know, turn. Okay, I did not think I was gonna be showing my face in this video, but I just got a package in. So a few days ago, I entered a giveaway that was actually hosted by another candle maker, YouTube, as well as a YouTuber by the name of Urban Wanderlust candles. And she did a giveaway for Rollo once again, and I entered it. It was pretty simple, and I actually ended up winning. Like, y'all just don't know like how blessed I've been feeling, and like, thank God. Oh yeah, I forgot to update y'all. So I have a job now. Like, I finally have some income coming in. Yeah, so I finally got that going for myself, and so I can invest it into my life and my business, and I'm going to be saving up as much as I possibly can so I can move out, get my own place with my boyfriend and things of that nature. But yeah, so, and then that's when the what's it called, the personal content is gonna start coming in. So like, I'm gonna be doing vlogs of my hair, you know, because I'm going to be doing a hair journey for sure. I'm gonna be doing a hair journey because I've had the same length hair. Like, it's thick of course, but I've had the same length hair for like the longest since I've been in middle school. It has grown since I've been using one specific oil, but I haven't, you know, had the money to be getting it anymore for a while now. So I'm going to be going back to that, and I'm going to be going for more natural products, not like store-bought, you know, shampoos. I am going to be using a store-bought shampoo, like tea gel or something like that by Neutrogena, because I have like bad what's it called, dandruff. I have bad dandruff, and I have not been taking care of my hair for the longest since like I've gotten out of college, and just, yeah, I've just been using cheap products, if products at all. I haven't really had a hair regimen, and I'm going to be getting on my stuff. So if I start doing my nails, hair, and stuff like that, so I'm just going to be working on every bit of myself that I have been neglecting, which is honestly, you know, because some people think about, I don't want to ramble, but some people always talk about, oh, my brand is for this, my brand is for that. And I was like, honestly, I just want to create a business. I just want to sell good, safe, likable products, honestly. I never really had a set thing for me. It's just like beautiful smelling candles and just beautiful candles that people enjoy. Honestly, you know, like a Bath and Body Works, you know, I don't think that's really like other than for marketing purposes, I don't think there's like oh, our story is this type thing. But most people, I feel like I have to have a story, like I'm entitled to have a story because everyone else has one, like, oh, it makes you different and stuff like that. So if I were to say I had a story, which that's what I have on my website, because I want to come up with something, it's really something that's just like hit close to home to me, just to be able to, basically, it's more just self-care for me. You know, people throw that around, but that's been on my like journey for real, is to take care of myself better, even if it's just by getting name brand products like Dove body wash or Dove, you know, deodorant, or getting my nails did. Just even the simplest stuff like soaps and, you know, specific toothpastes that are better for you, that are more natural, that are a little bit more expensive because they have better ingredients. So this is simple stuff like that, you know, you could take for granted and could really be helpful to your lifestyle and just to your health and things of that nature. And honestly, like mental health and self-care, because self-care is like directly tied to that. And I know that I have had problems with, you know, mental health in the past, just, you know, like, you know, depression and sadness, of course, but that was just mostly tied to, you know, because I'm an overthinker, anxiety, and also just lack of self-care and things of that nature, not feeling good about myself, and then just a plethora of things. So that's the main thing of my like business, if I can say anything. It's just, you know, that a simple product like a candle, right? Like a candle can just make, like, this is my catch candle, so like ignore the wax, but just a simple product like this can just make your day. You know, like, say if you have $20 left, you know, you already ate or whatever, and then, yeah, you can use it, because I know that when I've had, you know, money or whatever, I use that for like, oh, basically, that's the thing, I suffered, or not really suffered, I just I spent my money wisely, basically, so I never really got to do the, you know, or a little extra $3 for the shampoo, or a little extra this for this and stuff like that. I got, you know, the bare basics or something cheap and whatnot, while I save my money to go get something to eat. You know, that was more important, of course, but I know in that you lack certain, like, just things like, oh, I want an ice cream cone today, but this dollar can be saved for something that's more important. That's how my mindset worked, and now I finally can get to take care of things I need to take care of, but to also now just be able to buy things that I want and whatnot. And just the simple thing of buying, you know, one candle and lighting it up, that can make your day right there. So that's pretty much what I'm going after, just the little things in life that most people can take for granted, or that can help you a lot, you know, in your self-care journey. So that's basically what it is, if that made sense. But yeah, so I'm going to be showing you guys the products. So I'm gonna turn you guys around. But yes, I won to bring it back around. I won the giveaway for a Rollo printer. Like, I am so excited because I won one of these. I have a printer. It's not the the best printer, but it's a printer. Not the most updated, but it is one. I've needed one for a while. That's the only problem is because like the whole ink thing or whatever, because ink is expensive. So I used the little, like, let me see, the other type of ink like this that's like refillable, and like they've gotten smart over the years, so they don't want you to be using, they call it counterfeit ink. They want you to pay $50 or $30 for half, basically they only hold like 5 to 10 milliliters of ink, but it costs that much. They don't want you, and this costs like less than $20 or at $20 for this much. I think it's like what, 1,500 or 800 milliliters, and ink cartridges are like 5 to 15. Do the math on that. You get a lot of ink refills with that, and that is actually something that's going to be, of course, listed on my Amazon storefront, so go visit that. Links are down below, and I also have individual links as well if you're a candle maker and you want simple stuff like a scale or some aprons or some gloves and things of that nature. Just the most important things are going to be, the most important things are the most simple things that you need to start a candle business are going to be listed individually as links, and then just everything else combined for overall business experience and things of nature is going to be listed in my Amazon storefront, and they are nicely and neatly categorized and things of that nature. So go check it out, and thank you for those of you who have supported me by clicking those links and purchasing through my storefront and things of that nature, and just buying my digital products, and who's going to be buying my actual products when I actually start releasing my candles. So thank you guys in advance, and thank you guys overall. So I'm gonna try to move this box a little bit, put it right here. So first things first, we have the actual machine. Look at this, it's so cute. So I have the machine there, and then these are some shipping labels, 4x6. And I actually have these listed in my storefront as well, because even though I may not have those things yet, I'm going to be investing in those pieces of my business. I just haven't at that time I haven't done it yet. But so the things that I am going to be buying, because I do things in bulk, so you may see different brands. So like, say if one of them is a pack of 500 and another one like a pack of 2,000, another pack is and another one is a pack of 10,000, and say if they're all three from different brands, is because these 500 were cheaper than their 500 with still good reviews and good quality, and the 2,000 was cheaper than this 2,000 from this brand or whatever, and then the 5,000, 10,000 is cheaper than both of those two brands at this brand, and their 500 is more expensive than this one. So that's how I kind of went. So you're gonna see that there, and now I can actually use those because I actually have a printer for it. I have to make sure it's I think a ribbon thermal printer, but it should be right. And then there's this, I don't know what this is. Let's see. Okay, so this is the organization, but the little box that you hold your labels in. I actually have this in my Amazon storefront as well. Let's not show that. Okay, but I'm gonna put this back in here. I'm going to show you guys, of course, but I'm going to put this back in here so I can make some content for Instagram. Okay, so I just did the unboxing, and like I showed you guys already, I showed you guys this, which is the holder. And then these are, the labels. It's like a fat stack. Okay, so that box is done. And then this is the actual printer. And then take it out to show you. I'm probably gonna put it up so it doesn't collect dust because I'm not starting just yet. Okay, I guess it's a tester sheet. Let's not just pull that. Okay, it's gonna take a bit of learning. Oh, I'm so excited, y'all. This is so cute. Oh, I love it. I love it, y'all. This year. Yeah, but so far this has been like a great year, honestly. This has been like an amazing year. I'm gonna finally be able to invest more in my life and more in my business, save for my future. I got what I've been wanting for a while, which and it has been something on my list for like a really long time, a melter. I also got not only that, I actually have a candle recipe, not for this jar, this is just for example. I have my actual recipe now, so I know the formula for my wick fragrance oils, and it's in a jar and whatever. So that's been a blessing as well. What else? Oh, I'm finally gonna be moving in with my boyfriend at some point. That is amazing. And I want a giveaway. Not only did I want to give away, I want to give away for something that I have been wanting, that I was going to buy anyway. Like, that is so cool. This probably wouldn't have been a brand because this one is more expensive. And I'm starting out, light right now. But at the same time, though, I only think this one is more expensive because a lot of them are pretty much the same price anyway. So I was going to end up probably going to like a Chinese vendor and trying to find one there, honestly, to be a little cheap about it because, I'm in beginner stages. So yeah, like, it's just been like so many. And then the main thing of why I can do all these things too, well, another reason, other than God, of course, amen, is because I have income coming in now at a honestly decently paced job. I can sit down majority of the time. So I work at the library, and I actually make pretty good. So that has been something that has been so exciting. So this year has been like such a blessing. I'm so thankful, like I really am. Like, for real, this year has been such a blessing, and I'm honestly so grateful. Like, y'all just don't know, when y'all in those times of looking for a job, I just almost want to take anything. And then I thought I didn't have it because, like, they had hired me. I did the interview and everything, and they hired me. And then, like, almost 2 months, maybe even 3, like, they just stopped communicating with me. And then they all of a sudden just sent me a link to do my background check. And I thought it wasn't promising. I'm like, oh, they're just sending me this because I'm like maybe it's them sending it to me and they finally are done with it, whatever they're doing on their part, or it's just an automated system and just go ahead and send it to me. So I'm like, are they really even paying attention? Because I emailed them and everything. I get an email back. So I was like, oh great, when can I start or whatever. So, and then I finally got an email back. So I've been working there for almost, I think this is my 2nd week now. It's been like really bad thunderstorms. It's been a few tornado warnings down here. I think it's been thundering everywhere, honestly. I've been seeing like a lot of people who I just follow on Instagram and on YouTube say that it's been thundering and stuff, in which it has. So I guess it's been doing that around the way, actually. So yeah, and it's been doing that like really bad. And then I had got randomly, like, I just didn't feel that well or whatever, because, and I think it was because I thought it was like, oh, food poisoning, even though I cooked, but it was like, it was ground beef. As long as like one is in date and you've browned the meat, like the meat is good. So I'm like, and I've ate like almost 8 tacos and I've been fine. So it's like, because I made tacos, and I'm like, so why am I feeling like this? It didn't make any sense. I'm like, why do I feel like that? And I think it's because I was drinking too much cranberry juice. But yeah, so this is like, turn around. So this is this stuff here. I think I really do want to put this back in the bag because I'm not going to be using it yet, because I'm not shipping anything yet. And I can use this for right now because I actually have like a lot of printer paper that I had bought for this shipping labels. Like basically 2 of these sheets on like a full-length sheet of paper. So I have these for that for right now, and I don't want to waste anything that I paid for. So there's that. And also this can be good for, because when I do start doing wholesale, private label and white label and stuff like that, this will be good too, because I won't have to buy ink anymore. But that's what I was thinking. Either I can buy $20 for like a bottle of ink like this, right? That lasts me like a really, really long time, because I refill this thing so many times. This lasts me a really long time, right? And then I think these labels, I think, are cheaper. But I think when they bonus like this, they end up being really, really cheap. So I want to say these labels are cheaper, but I don't think so. I think these labels end up being a bit cheaper, I want to say, or maybe around the same price. So I was trying to do like, okay, the cons and pros of like each of these things. So this one is bigger. This one is smaller and compact, and it's cute. It's something really good for like videos, like A lot of entrepreneurs and like girlies on YouTube love to do like the little side shot of the of them folding up and stuff like that and coming out. So you know, it's really good for content, and it's compact. It takes less, I believe. I assume energy. I don't know, because like it still needs to be plugged in. It's not battery operated. I guess you could turn it off though. So I assume it's not running electricity like that. And plus, you don't have to buy ink. Now, if you're buying if you're buying the little, you know, actual ink cartridges, I think this would be better, because this will end up being cheaper, because all you have to do is pay for electricity. Like you have to pay for electricity here, and then buy labels. That could be more expensive or around the same price as the sheet labels, right? But if you're buying big bottles like I just showed you, the ink part can all be scratched away. You still have to pay electricity for both. You just don't have to worry about ink. But at the same time, so you still have to pay electricity for both. You still have to buy labels for both. And one has ink, the other one doesn't. Now, at that point, even with the ink cartridge or not, you still have to worry about ink after that. So, yeah, even if it's less expensive, so you can do all that price. So, you know, they end up being around the same thing. I say this one, you could probably come out better with this one, because of like no ink is involved at all, and you can get these labels for really cheap, especially if you buy in bulk. And I think those are the same way. I think those are less expensive when you go like smaller sheets, but when you start to get more sheets, I think it gets a bit more expensive than these. I don't know. I forgot. These are more specialized. I feel like these would be more expensive to me for some reason. But I feel like last time I looked it up, those were expensive. But they're still paper though, so no matter what, it'll still be like less expensive anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And also the thing is, even if this one does win and has more pros, right? This one is like, you could say if you print out your own labels, or if you need to print out a flyer, you know, say if you own like a building or whatever, you just want to, you know, put posters up and for your clients and for your customers to come in, you know, just branding. Or if you want to print flyers, say if you make your own postcards or business cards in here, because you can with different paper materials and stuff. Or if you need to print out just anything, this is like versatile. You can use it for everything. This, you can only, whatever you can print using 4x6 sheets, you got it. But if you need 4 sheets and other stuff like that, this is probably the best bet, especially if you can get oil like this. I mean, ink like this, in which you can on my Amazon storefront, link down below. But yeah, so what I was saying about private label, so when I actually end up doing what's it called, wholesale or whatever, I found this out from Nokomis Home Fragrances. She's another YouTube candle maker. I learned from her that, you know, like, so your case packs, right? I learned from her about case packs. So since my jars come in a thing of 12, I can use the original box, so that saves on money for shipping. I can use the original box they come in. All I have to do is open them up, put whatever label I need to put on them if I'm doing that. And then because how she did it was she put the case pack, you know, business name, the SKU label for the candles, and then the order number right here, and then whatever the scent name is on a 4x6 sheet, and then she puts it right here. So I learned it from her. I can do that either way with the half sheets labels for actual printers, or I can do it with these. So it can be more convenient, you know, with this. But actually with the sheets or whatever, you do get like 2 per label. So yeah, that was just a fun fact that I just wanted to tell y'all about, because that's what I've been considering lately with labels like this. Is just I can use them for not only shipping purposes, I can also use them for case pack labels to in my case packs and stuff. So I think that's a really cute and simple and cheap, honestly, idea. Okay, so I burnt these from, I believe, 2 o'clock, or was it 8? It was 2. It was around 2 or 12. It was either around 2 or 12 that I started burning these, and then I stopped at around 8. So as you can see, this one has the biggest mushroom. This one has this mushroom is in the middle, and this is the smallest mushroom. I think this one is my toasted coconut. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna cut these off just cause when usually these mushrooms actually kind of help it, in my opinion. On the first burn, it needs to like be trimmed a little bit shorter possibly. I don't know. I'm still learning on the length of the wig type thing. I'm still learning on that. Since when I was using LX wigs, I cut them really short. So at this point, I'm not sure if I need to cut them longer or shorter. I don't know what's the most beneficial. I'm gonna dump all these out. But the one that wasn't my favorite, which is the Magnolia and Peony, that's the one that ended up actually being the successive one. Now, I didn't really smell Tonka and Oud, which that one was my favorite of the bunch. And I kind of smelled toasted coconut, not that much, but I'm gonna try it again and put it in my bathroom, which is an enclosed space, and which is where my Magnolia and Peony was. And this one just had the highest cold throw and hot throw when I was mixing it in the wax. Really need to pour the candle. So this is the one I smelled the most anyway. So this is the one I figured was going to be the winner. It's not like it's a competition because, you know, I want all of these to work. But yeah, so I'm going to be using scents. Even if I don't necessarily like them, that don't mean they're bad. I just don't care for them. And obviously I'm not going to use something that stink. Like with the peach nectar, I was really hoping that one was going to work. That peach nectar smelled, I don't know, like I liked it, but then again, it's also had like a weirdness to it. But I was hoping that one was going to work. It ended up not working. And when it was burning, it smelled bad. It smelled like medicine. So that one was an easy scratch off. But yeah, so Tonka and Oud is the one I was hoping was going to succeed, but it looks like that's not going to be the case. And Magnolia and Peony is probably the one I'm going to be moving on with. I'm going to try them again in the bathroom and try them separately because I had them burning it all at the same time in different areas of the house, of course. But yeah, so I'm going to try it tomorrow in the bathroom to see if it smells then. But I did ended up putting this one in the kitchen, the Magnolia one in the kitchen, because it was in the bathroom and it smelled really good. It filled the whole bathroom. And then I moved I moved the toasted coconut in the bathroom, and it did not do what Magnolia and Peony did. So I'm gonna try it again though, because when you're burning them, sometimes it feels like a good reset will do them good. Like sometimes I feel like either you go nose blind or they just end up kind of like losing a bit of the pungentness in the air. So like it's kind of good to like let them re-solidify and blow them out and then burn them again. I think that's really helpful, and that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I let them burn for a good little bit. And what's crazy is too, but thank God, because the one I'm going to be moving on with possibly, Magnolia Peony, that one burned the best. The other ones burned a bit hot. What I will say, it's not too hot, of course, as you can see. It's not too hot. And it's like no matter if they burn hotter within like the first hour or whatever, it always ends up being the same, almost like an inch or like half an inch deep. It's always the same. So it's never too much or just like, oh, this is a hazard. It's always about the same, even if it does burn a little bit hotter too early. So Magnolia and Peony did perfect when I first burned it with the flame. It was perfect because, as you can see, some of them had smoke trails and was a bit high, and those are the ones that I trimmed. But Magnolia and Peony was perfect. So yeah, I think I did end up trimming it. I'm not sure if I ended up trimming it. I know I trimmed the other two. Magnolia and Peony ended up smelling up the room, having a really good cold and hot throw. And it also didn't need any trimming, and also it had like a really good melt pool. The other ones reached the melt pool a bit quicker on one side because of, you know, the taller smoke trail and the taller flame, so they ended up probably skewing that. I should have let it continue, you know, just to make sure it is, you know, good and safe. But I probably won't be moving forward with these anyway, because, and that's why we do have candles for the first testing of it, to test how a scent will actually perform type thing. So yeah, so I had high hopes for these. I'm gonna try them again tomorrow, of course, with a fresh clean burn. But yeah, so far Magnolia is gonna be added to the list. It performed really good. It actually smelled pretty nice. The people in my house, well, my family liked it. So yep, this is a good scent to move on with. I'm not even sure if it's this one. I'm just holding that one up. But yeah.